Hey Aquarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 21st, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. The heart of your reading, we have the Empress and something that fell on the floor. Oh, the Ace of Swords. Okay, I use this as an Easter egg, sort of a dual purpose. When the Ace of Swords comes out in my readings, in either the first position or the last position of my spread, I allow it to be used, or rather, Spirit has told me that this is sort of like a thing for me, so I'm going with it. That it can indicate an answer to a yes or no question for you, the viewer. So, whatever question you have in mind in this moment, Spirit is offering you an answer to that. So if you want to use this in that way and you don't have a question in mind, feel free to pause the video and come back with something in mind. So I'm going to reveal the position of the Ace of Swords. It is yes. You're getting a strong yes, clarity about that in the affirmative. So if you didn't have anything in mind, or that part of the reading isn't interesting to you, you don't have to do it. It does also have a meaning for the reading, and when you combine that with the Empress in reverse, I feel like there's some sort of clarity about where you're falling short in your personal evolution, like by your own estimation. So the Empress in her upright form has mastered all of the 4 suits, and she's fully expressing her divine feminine energy. But there's something lacking because of the reversal, which tells me, we'll see more when the challenge comes out. It tells me that you're probably still working on yourself. You probably feel like, oh, I could have handled that better, or, you know, I'm not really knowledgeable in a certain area, or I'm not as eloquent as I want to be, or I'm kind of not feeling passionate about anything in life. I want to do things that are going to rekindle my passion. I'm not as responsible when it comes to money or planning for the future, so I want to put energy into my pentacles and that earth pentacles energy. So I think the Ace of Swords is representing like a eureka moment, a stroke of awareness. Oh, aha, that's what it is. That's what I need to do in order to address whatever feeling of shortcoming you have currently. What's the challenge for Aquarius? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Either the situation is requiring from you really swift action and you're just dragging your feet and going slow, feeling lethargic. The challenge might be Spirit's like, hey, Aquarius, knock, 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 time to get moving. Or it could be if you already have that tendency, then slowing down is the challenge. I could see it either way, so take it as it resonates for you. If you're already kind of like, go, 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 I can't stop, no one get in my way, I have this one idea and that's all I want to focus on, I gotta keep going, 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 moving, 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 then your challenge, Spirit is saying, slow down, take a breath. Let's get clear on this, because you're kind of going off half-cocked. Let's see what Aquarius is focused on. Did we have a flipper? There we go. We are focused on opening up about something, not keeping secrets, something you're investing in. 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Well, 2 7s. I feel like that's a bit like fortuitous. I like the numerological energy of that, 7 7. maybe you've been working on something and you're finally ready to open up about it and share it. You've been slowly like preparing something. It's been private for a long time, but now you're ready to do some sort of harvest that you can share that with the world. Show me what led up to this in the recent past. Oh, victory, success, and recognition with the Six of Wands. You've had some success in this arena, and I think that's why you are more apt to open up and share it with a greater audience. Maybe that's what's given you the clarity about like the areas that you want to work on. Swift action might be required in order to seize some sort of an opportunity. If you've had like success and you want to allow that to form some momentum. Show me from higher self perspective, the good that can come from this is really putting something to bed once and for all, letting it end. Don't keep that mindset. Don't have that way of thinking. You don't need to talk about it anymore. You don't need to think about it anymore. You don't need to rehash it. The Ten of Swords in reverse is like, let it be over. It's already done. You need to allow it to fade into the past. Don't keep focusing on it and breathing new life into it. In the near future, we have you turning an emotional corner with whatever it is that you've been grieving or wallowing in upset feelings like, I don't like that this is happening. I don't want it to be this way. Why can't it go back to the way that it was? Like, there's no going back. And rather than like continuing to process that, I think you will feel that you've turned a corner. You will have integrated those feelings of loss, and you're ready to refocus on the things that are working for you, the things that are you do have going for you. You'll feel more engaged and positive and happy. Something that's going to impact the situation that you don't necessarily see coming is represented with the King of Swords in reverse. I think we're kind of hearkening back to the Knight of Swords in reverse, although when you talk about the King of Swords in reverse, this isn't indicating motion. It's more so like what am I getting? How do I want to describe this? It's like someone in a position of authority who always makes the other people feel smaller than them because they don't know as much, they're not as informed. It's the, oh, you like that band? Name 5 songs sort of a vibe. Like, I'm positioning myself as the smarter one by showing how much you don't know about the situation. It's a very like shadow side of intellectual authority, a false sense of intellectual superiority. I don't immediately see how that could fit your current situation. It's going to come as a surprise somehow, so I do think that it's an outside force. Like, that's not something that's going to express from within you. You're not going to surprise yourself with this behavior. I think it's probably like, wow, I didn't think someone would behave this way towards me. Like, yeah, dude, I like the band. Like, lay off. I'm not going to prove it to you. I don't need to. Name 5 songs. Get out of here. So your hopes and fears, we have the Two of Swords in reverse, which tells me that there's a decision that's been made and you're really hoping that you don't have to rehash it. You don't want to have to come back to it. It was a difficult choice. But part of you is like, oh, you're still dithering. Like, did I make the right choice? Should I have gone about it another way? Let it be done. Stop thinking about it. The end result, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. The end to an argument or some sort of mental conflict. I do think for that a lot of us Aquarians, this is an internal thing. The going back and forth, can I look at it another way? Are there factors I haven't considered? Rehashing past events. I think there's a big opportunity to move forward here with this clarity, but if you're constantly looking at how can I be more perfect? I didn't do it perfectly. Rather, like, you're limiting your ability to thrive by moving forward and having new, fresh experiences if you keep rehashing the past. So I think that's probably the clarity that you've recently experienced in how you can better, like, fully express your divine feminine energy and be that Empress that you believe that you have always had the potential to be. It's not going to come from wallowing in the past and worrying about, like, oh, that past thing that I did that didn't work, like, it should have worked, I should have done it better. Build on whatever current success that you've had and look toward the future. You know, stop overthinking it and looking for ways that you should have done it better. What advice do we have for Aquarius? The Chariot in reverse. Slow things down. Put on the brakes. I think it's kind of clarifying what we were wondering with this Knight of Swords in reverse. Like, is the challenge that you're going too fast or that you need to move faster? If the advice is the Chariot in reverse, I'd say it's probably the case that you're moving too quickly, that you're like, I must go, 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 go. I must sprint toward my goal. There's an implication of a lack of alignment here. So look for where you could be better aligned with what lights you up inside, what's going to be beneficial for your future. What do you enjoy doing? What just feels better? There's something off about your current situation, and Spirit's asking you to slow down so that you can identify it. You have the potential to align with something in this moment, but as it stands, you're not aligned with it. And I think that's, yeah, speaking to, like, what do you do to better align with your potential so that you can move forward and leave the past in the past. Aquarius, I hope this helped. Have a great day, and I will see you back tomorrow.